Hello. I was in my second year at university studying a science BSc bachelor's degree. It was coming to the end of the year, and with finals and exams that had just passed, everybody was out and about in a small student village, I lived in at the time in South Wales. I remember having a really bad night out with some friends and a housemate of mine that ended up with me leaving the party early. We had gone to the Students' Union for a few drinks, and I just felt like going home. I stormed off in a mood, and I was immensely down, sad, and frustrated at the time. And I just felt like nothing was working for me. I wanted change to happen, and I wanted it to happen on a global scale. I had some kind of idea in mind, but what it was yet, I didn't really know at the time. So I sat down and drew up a plan for the world. The premise of the plan is that it was a black hole, or as I knew it to be at the time, a black star. The idea of the plan was to evoke a sense of urgency in people that deep down something needed to change. I took pen to paper and drew a spiraling hole with all the Earth's problems on it at the time, including things like the threat of nuclear war, deforestation, ice caps melting, etc. And put it into a context whereby if we didn't work together to solve some of these problems on Earth, we could potentially say goodbye to this planet forever. The idea was to create a general global mindset that every human on Earth could adhere to, and thus could solve problems together quicker. Rather than nations working against each other, the idea was that in some contexts we could come together and work as a unit. I posted the plan online on Facebook, and from the initial response, I believed it was to turn out how my night went. A failure. It was only years later that I realised the plan had actually gained much attention online, and that my life would be changed forever. I was hoping to achieve great things through my plan, such as advancements in technology, helping with climate change, plastic pollution in the oceans, etc. Most notably, what came from this piece of paper was introducing leaders to the world, which is something I am very much happy to say I have achieved. Also, since it was a black star, some of the relevance was put towards space, which in my opinion is something that humans should one day inhabit. Leaders have to this day helped govern the world, utilising such things as social media to influence people for change to happen, something that I think worked especially well. The problems associated with it. There's a pub named Ego near my home village, which is stopping me and blocking me from doing exactly what I want to do. The plan to this date has been very much underfunded, and a lot of the work has been done charitably or voluntary, which is another thing that I think needs to change. And I think there should be better communication between people who are involved in making the world a better place. The question is, where do I think we should go from here? Since it has been years since I actually wrote up the plan, I think it's important to reflect on what has worked well and what has not so well. Also putting thought into the future as to what we can expect next. I believe we should be advancing our technology to make it more accustomed to modern day life. I believe that we should have better treatment of healthcare in terms of the NHS and mental health, better curriculum in schools, and more advice for younger people, more careers advice for younger people. Climate change, the decriminalisation of cannabis, plastic pollution in the oceans, and other things on such a global scale.